what made you start a podcast with your anxiety?
Oh, actually, that's why I started the podcast. So over the years, I'm autistic, I have ADHD, I have learned how to navigate the world with my various pathologies and issues that I have.
Yeah.
And what I was finding was that there were a lot of people who were feeling really terrible about just being themselves, right? One of the greatest things that happened to me was actually at the end of the conference last year, I was having an autistic meltdown. Like I had just had too much overwhelm. And Kelly immediately understood what was happening and was like, why don't you go home? Because the day was over and I just felt so seen. I started the podcast so that people would see that there's someone out there who is feeling the same way. Just like you were saying, in the 80s, we didn't know other people felt the same way. And if I don't feel bold enough to share, then there's someone out there who will feel lonely.
Yes, and you're
Exactly.
helping people.
And I have access to I have a great deal of privilege and access to a lot of contacts that other people may not. And so I want to share those opportunities with them. I want to share the lessons. They're not from me, they're from other people. So this was really my gift to the world is really, if you're hurting like I was hurting, here are some great ways to heal. Mm-hmm. Here are the people you can connect with. And so the podcast kind of helped me to share my own struggles and overcome them.
And that's a wonderful story.
Oh, why, thank you.
Yeah, and you have guests.
I do have guests. Karen was a guest on my show. Jen Mesita. There's actually a great. She tells the story of why she started She's Local. It's a really, really good story. I recommend people watch it because I think it will. There are many women who have found themselves in the position where they had opportunities taken from them or where they felt like they were told no.
That's right.
And Jen was sort of just like, well, fuck you, and just went off and did the thing.